Welcome back to Axe and Root Homestead. Today we are harvesting sunchoke stalks for use as trellis material and tomato stakes next season. Bamboo stakes are an amazing material to have on hand for the garden. I use them as tomato trellises every year. I use them for making pea trellises, but they do tend to age over time and inevitably you have to replace them. So what I'm doing is I'm using the stalks from the sunchokes, which are very sturdy and woody, as a replacement. You can see, maybe I'll do a close-up, but you can see how dense that material is on the inside. And again, I should get a couple more seasons out of these the same way that I would with bamboo. I don't have to go out and purchase anything. There's no packaging material. I'm just harvesting it right out from the backyard. Okay, so here's the thing about sunchokes. They're very, very tall. They grow very quickly and they spread by way of underground tubers. They're not invasive, they're native to the United States, but they spread very fast. And if you even leave so much as a small piece in the soil, the whole hedge is gonna grow back before you know it. So what you wanna do is make sure you're harvesting tubers. Today, I am harvesting my tubers to take out and move to a place on the property that is very exposed in the wintertime and really needs a windbreak. You can also eat them, they are edible, and you can also sell them or give them away. So if you're not thinning out, you're gonna end up with a very dense hedge. That being said, sunchokes have the same look as sunflowers. They're actually wild sunflowers, and they attract a ton of pollinators. When growing sunchokes, you're gonna have a myriad of thicknesses of your stalks. You're gonna have thin ones, and you're also gonna have medium-sized ones, and then woodier stalks. I am interested in these woodier stalks like this one. Smaller ones, I'm gonna go ahead and just pull up and add to the compost heap. These sunchokes get 10 to 12 feet tall here in central New Jersey, zone 7. And so I don't want to use the top because that's going to be less of a strong material and more of a spindly material. It also has a lot of seeds on the top. So we can pull the seed heads if we wanted to. I am going to go ahead and just cut off the top half of my stalks and discard them in the compost heap along with those thinner ones. And then that should leave me with about a 4-foot high, really thick, nice pole to use for trellis making. This here is the stalk of a sunchoke that I had pulled when I was digging it up for tubers. I sell tubers on my website at axeandroothomestead.com, and when I pulled this, I had just pulled the tubers off, dropped it, and left it. This has been sitting here since early last spring, and it is aged very nicely, very strong, and you can see that it has a natural patina to it. But I'm not worried at all about getting at least 1 to 2 seasons out of this. Dries out very nicely and will make great trellis material. In order to actually stick it in the ground, just like any stake that you're using from a natural material, you'd want to just cut it at about a 45-degree angle, and that'll give you a sharp point to help ease it into the soil much better.